Got the sun behind me there. Let's try that. Now I got a pole in front of me. Oh, just the best filming. All right, so good morning. Marina coffee. Only one, but gets things running. I have to get the AC side up and running. I think from last night that I have to get the Multiplus up. I need to sit there and look at the 120 volt a bit better to make sure that that's actually the case. My biggest concern really is somehow putting power out into the water and boiling off my zincs. I'm sure there's a way I can go straight from the AC in and just bypass and light up the rest of the 120 volt bus, but I don't want to take that chance. So I'm gonna get the Multiplus installed and that should light up everything. So let's get started. It says I'm down to 96%, but I mean, I have no idea how much power was actually in these batteries. I have to get the AC up before I lose the battery in the Canon because I don't have a way to charge anything up and the other battery is already flat. I need to get some ring terminals for this. I hope I brought some. And I'm going to mount the Multiplus right here. All the wires will be cleaned up after I'm done. Let's figure out how to mount this. Take this off before I scratch something. So these are the bolts the Force 10 used. And they'll fit, but only just. I'm not really sure how well this is set up for mounting sideways because the plate at the... Do I even have the plate? Where'd the plate go? This plate is meant to be a hanger and I want to put it on sideways. So one option is to put this where the Sentry unit had been. Then I can hang it straight up and down like I originally had. But then the question is, would the battery cables be long enough to make it to the bus? And I kind of doubt it. Yeah, no chance. No chance at all. So this has to get mounted sideways. I hope that's not impossible. I'm gonna have to open these and get these off anyway, so I might as well open this now. I should look up and see if Victron even allows side mounting. If I can't, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this. Hope this isn't washed out. The sun is shining quite brightly. I was kind of hoping there might be mounting holes in here that I could have dropped a bolt through. I don't see any here either. I may not be able to mount this sideways. Those will live to see another day, but not today. I need to run these wires in where those two just came out, but I need to figure out how to terminate these and I need Ferrules. Now, with the boat being completely torn apart, I don't know where anything is. I know I brought all of my spare connectors. I gotta find them. Alright. I haven't shown you guys this stuff yet, but I've got a whole bunch of lights. A few different styles I want to try to see which ones I like the most. Cause the least amount of flickering on camera. Because this is a YouTube boat. What have we got? 8 gauge. Definitely too small. 4 gauge too big. 10 gauge ring. 8 gauge useless. Why do I have so much 8 gauge stuff? Damn it. It doesn't look like I have any Ferrules left. Here. Oh! I think I just got lucky. A whole bunch of 10 gauge butt splices. And I've got 3 Ferrules. What I might do... You know, another option I could do for the trip home, please don't hate me for this, is I could just tin the stranded wire and then crunch that in. It's very much not the way you're supposed to do it. You know what, I could use the proper Ferrules for the shore power coming in and I could use, and then just tin the other 3. I really don't like doing that, but desperate times, you know. There's my other knife and knife blades. It's like Christmas. Now the question becomes, where do I put my soldering iron? I'm going to pause you here, look up if I can mount the Multiplus on its side, and terminate and solder the ends of these wires. I found my soldering iron at the very bottom of the pile of stuff on the nav station. And as I got to it, I realized I have a little bit of a problem. It takes 120 volts. What do I not have right now? So I think what I can do is I'll use the 3 ferrules on the output side. The reason is, once that lights up the house with power off the batteries through the inverter, I can use the power to turn on the soldering station and tin the ends of the wire that's going to go into the AC input. Alright, I've been doing some thinking. I was going to put the Multiplus where the Heart interface Freedom 10 was, but it's a closed box, so cooling isn't going to be very good. And I'd have to put it sideways, which is not optimal. So the proper place to put it is in the quarter berth. Let me go show you. So that's where it's going to go to live. Problem is, I could pull up to 120 amps easily. 4-gauge wire is not going to cut it because that's going to be over 2 meters of run, over 6 feet of run. So I need to make new wires out of 1 gauge. Voltage drop got down to 2% at 120 amps at that point. Even though this is where it's going to go for the trip home, for today, I'm just going to jerry-rig it up over in the other side just so I can get some 120 volts back in the boat. And then I will order the wire and ring terminals and ferrules, and I'll just put together an order kit. That shall be the temporary home. With everything torn up, I'm having a really hard time figuring out where to put you. I think what I need to do is kill the batteries. No loads, no source. All the lights are dead. Have I learned my lesson? Do I get the multimeter? 0. Let's put this one here and I'll move this one over here. I should mention the shore power is totally disconnected right now. Alright, so Ferrules on AC out, so I can get 120 volt, and that is inverter AC out. Cut that a bit too long. Neutral done. And if you hear that noise in the background, my neighbor is opening up his boat and he's power washing it. He has a very nice boat. One that definitely deserves to be kept clean. Mermaid's Rest will get there eventually. She'll be a bloody star when I'm done. But right now, yeah, she's still a little bit of the Cinderella the housekeeper stage. As soon as I have AC in this boat, I am taking a break. Okay, AC out. I had to check that they were all the same length, and they're not, but oh well, close enough to be tolerable. This one's a touch on the long side, but it's fine. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Is put the grommet on it, or run it through the plate. You know what? Again, this is... No, I should do this right. Now, this is a flat ribbon cable, and these grommets are really designed to go over a round cable, so I don't know how well this is going to work. At least if I try and it fails, I can say I tried. You know what? It's possible. Oh, the lighting is pretty harsh, isn't it? Oh, I put this on the wrong way. Oh shit, I did. How many of you are watching me make that mistake? I need to cut some more of the shielding back. Can I actually round this? Oh, this has to go on. Oh my god. How many times am I going to have to do this? So there's a collar. This goes like this, and then a collar goes through here. There. Okay, it's AC out. So in theory, we will not have shore power, but we should have power in the boat from the inverter. And I better give it a try because the Canon battery's got to be close to kicking out by now, and I don't want to have crap audio for you again. So let's close that up to be safe. Let's turn on the battery. Oh yeah, things are booting. I can see the smart shunt. Why is the servo not turning on? Hello? Servo? Why for are you not happy? You've got 12 volts there. Why did the servo not come on? In fact, the smart shunt turned off as well. I forgot to use the pre-charge resistor and I just overloaded the thing. Fuck. The BMS went into overcurrent protection, I bet you. I forgot about that. Where did I put that resistor? It's always one thing or another, isn't it? That battery is off. Let's turn this battery on. Let's get the screens reconnected so I can see what the BMSs are doing now that I've shocked them. I shocked the quarter berth. Okay. Okay, and they're transferring. Turn that on. That's DC main breakout to do cabin lights, refrigerator, and first water pump. 110 watts. All of the AC side is off. Oh, BMS can, VE can, so I think I want to do the top one. On. Okay. I hear it clicking. Inverter's on. Waiting for this to show up. It doesn't see that yet. Did I plug it into the wrong place? I don't think it goes into here. Why are you not showing up? VE can. Why are you not showing up? Oh, come on, I've only set this up a couple of times now. I should know which one is which. Alright, I'll come back to this. Now, let's see if we have AC. Do the pilot's berth because we can check to see we have light. That turned on, but that's okay, there's nothing there. For filming, the priority is charging up the batteries. So, we're charging. Let's get the, oh, work laptop is charging. Editing laptop is charging. We've got AC. I still need to solder the ends for the AC input and then reconnect shore power because I'm still running off the batteries, and I need to figure out why the servo is not seeing the Multiplus, but those are solvable problems. I need to take a break. Perhaps most importantly, I'm gonna have water for coffee. Actually, this is the first time it's been pulling some real power. 46 and 54 amps. How are the wires? Mildly warm? The wires are warm, but not even close to hot. 50 amps off each. Pulling 100 amps out of that. What a difference between 12 volt and 48 volt. Unbelievable. I have to set the camera up near the mast so that I have room to walk around, but that means the light is always right behind me. It gives kind of a nice glow to my disheveled hair. Anyways, sorry, neighbor was there and ended up chatting for like 2 or 3 hours. I know I should have been working, but after yesterday, a little bit of downtime was nice. I looked at the manual for the Multiplus. It's a VE bus. So I'll plug that in. I'm gonna, the power's on right now. I'll figure out in a minute what I need to do to get that working. I'm gonna have to shut the system down when I connect the AC, so that's probably when I'll check the VE bus connection. Let's go put some solder onto the strands to make it into a poor person's Ferrule. So I'm using this gun because it can dump a lot of heat, and 10 gauge wire is a lot of heat that needs dumping. And I may have a line on some 1/0 cable. That in, so let's get this wire out. Actually, before I get started, let me make sure, is that in the VE bus? It's in VE can. VE bus. Oh, damn it, I saw the network connection and thought that, okay, I bet you this is just gonna start working now. Yes, okay. I love easy fixes. It just hurts because usually they're easy fixes because I was stupid. All right, well, that's sorted. So let's go back. Inverting. All right, sweet. And this is the, I know it's upside down, but inverter AC again. You know what? Oh, I can't shut this down because I need this working. I should check to see if there's voltage on this. Okay, it doesn't look like there's voltage on it, but I'm not sure I got a good contact, so I'm gonna treat it as if there's voltage on it anyways. I need something heavy. All right, just want something to hold this up in the air while I'm soldering. Use that to keep, there you go, that's clear now. All right, where to put this now? Okay, let me show you what I did. So it's not a Ferrule, it's not a Ferrule by any way, but you can see that it's properly tinned. So as I crush down, it's not going to splay apart, which is how you get the bad connections. It's still not ideal. I'm still going to put this, oh, I burned that. I'm still going to replace this with a proper Ferrule later. And when I do that, I'll cut that end off and put fresh copper. But for now, it does the job. I need to put something under that that I care less about. I mean, that counter's pretty shot anyway, so maybe I don't care. You know what? This metal plate. Yeah, that's the back side of it. Okay, put the Moret back on it because I'm treating it like it's alive. Ooh, that's a lot of heat in there. Let's do neutral next. Woo! Ha ha! Doing this barefoot's probably not the smartest thing I've ever done. That was heading for my foot. At least it landed on the tape and not my floor. That's the neutral done. Ooh, that's a lot of heat in that wire. Okay, we're done. Now, this is still as hot as a small sun, so let that cool off. That third one was not my best, but it'll do the job. I'm gonna let all of this cool down, and then I'm going to completely cut the power to everything, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to plug that in. I'll put the connectors. You don't need to watch me struggle with that again. Actually, you don't even need to see me screw it in. You saw me screw in the other ones. It's the exact same thing. It's just same but different. I will bring you back then when I am ready to try connecting the shore power. I've got the 120 volt input side connected now. Everything is currently turned off. Well, the batteries still have output. So I'm about to turn the inverter back on, and then I'm going to go and connect the shore power and see what happens. If things go well, it should start charging the batteries. Let's turn this. Okay, I already did set it to off. That's off. Let's go connect shore power. My bucket of line. I keep getting mixed messages. Some folks say that there's no such thing as rope on a boat. It's all line. Some people say that rope is line that doesn't have a purpose. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, balls. I missed the winch. Actually, no, leave that up. If there's any drama here, I'll hear it more likely. Okay, having a leg on the boat and a leg on the dock is not the wisest thing to do. No drama so far? No drama so far. Let's turn on the 12-volt system. Oh, it is on. Here's a question. With that off, will it pass electricity through? No. There it goes. Are we charging? Why are we not charging? Charger. It's charging. Oh, let me make sure that that is set to turn the AC breaker off, turn this back on, and see what the, I want to set the input limit to 30 amps. Let's say, it's old wiring, so I'm going to say 27 watts. Give myself a 10% buffer. Okay, let's turn the AC back on. How much are we going to start charging at? All right, seeing about 45 amps going in. We're pulling only 891 watts from the grid. That seems kind of low. That's not even 10 amps. Why is it pulling so little? Still have AC. Don't want to turn on the hot water just yet. Now I'm pulling 1,000. Actually, let's turn on the hot water heater. Now we're pulling 1,700 from the grid. So why is the charge limited? Yeah, we're pulling 2 kilowatts now. You know what? I'm exhausted. I have AC, I have shore power, I have 120 from the batteries are charging. I know there's a couple circuits in here that aren't working. Little things I can sort out later. I think I'm going to call it a day and go take a shower and just rest for a little bit. So I've got less than 4 weeks left to get the boat home, and the alternator is becoming a very, very big question mark. I need to get one of the 2 lead acids set back up in there, but the heart interface that is an alternator regulator, I don't know if it works on its own when the heart interface itself is gone. If it doesn't, I don't think I can take a regulated alternator and make it an unregulated alternator, and I would be really sad if I had to buy a new alternator at this point. So I need to figure that out, because otherwise I can't charge up my batteries underway. With how little time I have left, I may not have a choice, but I'm going to see. I've got some more cleaning up to do. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Not in this video. This is the end of this video. I'm like 4 videos behind in content right now as I record this April 15th. But getting the boat ready has just been such a priority. I'm the Digital Mermaid. That's a major hurdle behind me. It's not over. Not by a long shot, but I'm running on the lithium. I'm running on the system I built on the bench. The inverter is making a funny sound. I'm the Digital Mermaid. Hopefully that's nothing serious. See you next time. If there's one thing that seems to be a recurring theme on this build, be it the battery, be it the boat, is how often that feeling of, what? And then you figure it out, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, that makes all the sense in the world. I think one of the problems a lot of people who are experts in their field is that because they've been so good at what they do for so long, that early stage of, huh? Oh yeah, that's obvious. They forgot that. And the only part that sticks with you is well, yeah, that's obvious, that makes sense. And it's very easy to forget that it didn't make sense for you at one point. At least that's my take on it.